Hawaii Lab Cohort, which is a teacher learning community, is anchored in a community of practice, which really means that we really place a lot of emphasis on sharing knowledge and creating new knowledge together, and on our relationships with one another. Because I think that it's through building relationships with each other and building that trust provides a space for teachers to take risks.
I mean, teaching is a very, very difficult job, and it can be very isolating. You know, teachers go in the room, shut the door, what works for me, what works for you. And so the fact that they are working together as a team, focused on the same situation, it's definitely making their lives better, and obviously transcends into student achievement.
I chose to join the Lab Cohort because I thought it was a great opportunity. Being a first-year teacher, I wasn't too sure what I was getting into, especially that I'm the inclusion classroom. So I'm working with another teacher, and I thought it would be a great opportunity for me to get to work with other people who've been in the system for a long period of time, and getting their advice and just some strategies to use.
So the Hawaii Lab Cohort cycle of instruction includes 4 components. First, teachers set quarterly goals and then apply these goals to their classroom instruction. They then reflect on their goals and the impact of their instruction on student learning, and they extend their practice by building on their content area knowledge and pedagogy.
When we do our observations, just like we do just-in-time intervention for the kids, they give us specific just-in-time intervention for us, like, oh, you did this, just do this, and you'll help the children understand. And it was very powerful.
With the norms that we've created, I think you're always looking at the positive things, and you're learning from each other and getting, I guess, first-hand knowledge of what you see that works, and then you can use what you learn or what you observe and include it into your own practice.
The actional feedback after the observations, one of the greatest things I like about it is that it's immediate. So you've done this lesson, teachers have observed you, and then we immediately come back together to get that feedback when it's really fresh and new. So many times we can read about a practice in a book, or we can read all the latest research, but to actually go watch our colleagues in action, you just learn so much from it.
And we definitely look at individual students and groups of students, and we track their progress, and we talk about the impact of the instructional choices on the students. But there is, I'd say the focus is maybe shared rather than so much student focused. It's more shared, and that feels good, because I think sometimes when the teacher collaboration is so student focused, it leaves the teacher out of the equation a little bit, and it's nice to be included in that equation because you are a really important part of that student outcome.
And just being able to have that ongoing process throughout the year, and being able to see each other grow, and them as well, seeing us grow, and being able to share those experiences with one another has really been beneficial.
It started with just one school-based ELA lab cohort. Then it grew to a complex area ELA lab cohort with multiple schools participating. And then it transferred and grew to another content area. Now it was a math lab cohort. Then to another complex area. And then it grew to a science lab cohort. So you can see that the framework is scalable, and that's what's so exciting about it.
It's not just here's a menu that's going to work for every teacher. They get really specific and say, I want to focus on this for myself, my own personal growth, and then they get to do that and work on that.
It's been awesome to really see my kids buy into it too, and that being able to make that connection with them, that teachers are always learning, and we're taking class, and I'm reading my book too, and this is what we're doing, and so kind of making that real world connection with the kids.
So I've been teaching with the Department of Education for over 25 years. This is by far the most powerful professional development, because it's differentiated, where we set our goals and the content specialists then give us feedback on our goals, relating it to the new research and helping us implement it in the classroom.
Teachers are the greatest variable in the classroom, and therefore also worth investing in and thinking about how do teachers learn best. And if we believe that they learn best through reflection and through community, then a lab cohort is a great way to create that community of practice and encourage that individualized, differentiated, job-embedded learning.